Hi, all my lovely people. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I see everyone is in here. Now, I got to tell y'all, I don't know what I was thinking, but I set this live for 10:30 p.m. Well, guess what? I done went live real early then. I'm just happy to see y'all in here. Once I go live, I can't go back into StreamYard and edit it. So it is what it is. And it's going to be what it's going to be. It is going to be one of those days, right? Where we are going to keep it cute before we get the boot. When I tell y'all, I have been going through my comments, and I don't know why some people think that it is safe, right? They just come over and start talking all this yank yank, and I'm like, okay, it is what it is. It is what it is, but they can come on over here while I'm live because I'd like to address it. But we ain't gonna get too messy this morning. Let's go ahead and get this mess out of the way. Let's go ahead and get our disclaimer going, okay? What is it? Section 107 fair use allows us to talk about it, and that's what we are here to do. Please do not go out of your way to dislike anybody we talk about in this video, live, or whatever it is. It surely is entertainment purposes only, and it sure is our opinion and our opinion only. Now, let me say good morning. Oh, mommy vibes. Girl, what you doing up so early? What are you doing up so early? C Divine, happy Thursday. Same to you. Judge Fifi, good morning. Good morning. Dima Dozen, hey, how are you? Mommy Vibes, Thick Thighs, Miss Ann, Lucinda, good morning, Speaks TV. Miss Letta, good morning, Letta, good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm trying to scroll down. Sally Bird, good morning, how are you? Ooh, Gigi, good morning. She says, chat, hey, y'all. Well, hey, back. Miss Grisby, hello, 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 hello. Hey, Brenda, how are you? Ooh, good morning, Daniel TV. Miss Thomas, hello. Miss Darley, hello. How are you doing? Yes. I don't know, Storm. When you find out, let me know. I'm trying to figure out what you're doing up so early. Girl, you been over here, and it ain't nothing wrong with that. Now, y'all, I'm going to tell y'all something. Your girl is exhausted. I am super exhausted. So let's get this out the way. Tomorrow we're doing our class, right? I ain't did this much editing, and I would say probably all of my YouTube career. Yes, I edit on a daily, but this class has took me out the ballpark. I've been editing like crazy. I have been making sure everything is downloaded because once I do this class, I am going to turn it into like a PDF, or if you want to say a video e-guide. I have to, it just takes a lot. It takes a lot, y'all. But first thing first, we have to announce the last seat we have to give away. All right. So the free seat for a person who has bought promotion and everything else. I usually see her in here, but I do not see her this morning. So when she catches the replays, Von Lit. Von Trees, get lit. You are the seat winner. I will reach out to you and I will let you know all the details. For everyone who has purchased the class, I thank you. I do have 2 seats left if you still would like to join. And as long as payment is in before the links go out tonight around 8 o'clock, you're welcome to join tomorrow. But after that, guess what? It'll be welcome to the show. We done. We closed it down. And we are, right? We are going to have a great class. So welcome everyone who has come in since I had to do that long speech. But Von Trees get lit. You're typically in here in the morning, but don't worry, because guess what? I will, and I do, I mean I will, email you once I get off live. So there she is. Okay. Now, baby, we already know that every morning, right? Every single morning, what do? We got to have a theme. So our theme today is brought to you in part by people who went over, okay, and commented on Nika's post. Because when I tell you that post had me cracking up, it is out of control, right? It is out of control. Somebody said them edges are just so rebellious and disrespectful. You need edge control, birth control, and self-control. Oh, baby, when I seen this comment, I said, oh, let me take this comment. Good morning to everyone coming in. Hit the like button, please. When I tell you, I saw this comment and it took me out, okay? It took me all the way out. And we'll talk about this in a second. But this is what it is. This is our theme for today. When things are just out of control. Okay. So y'all know I done put our montage together for when people just get out of control. Here you go. Enjoy. This is our morning dew, right? This is our sip of the tea. Ding.
Broke out my window.
Which one?
Man, look, I'm so mad.
Are you okay, John? Can I call the fire department for you?
No.
Do you need help getting up?
No.
Are you able to get up on your own?
Yes.
Uh-oh, you okay? Uh-oh, you okay?
Whoa, 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 hey, 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 hey.
You all right?
I'll get the job, hurry up, get the job.
Don't make a scene.
Ooh, wait, ooh, wait. Y'all, I'm sitting over here cracking up. Yeah, see, this is the things that happen when you don't have no control, okay? So, welcome to everybody coming in. Welcome, Miss Arthur. I see Demario Scott. I do see you, Miss Her Aries. I see everyone coming in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're going to have a funny, good little show this morning, right? Ooh, not look like Peach and Wood. Y'all trip. Ain't this something when I tell you? That's what happens when people don't have no control. Yeah, I watched that video lots of time, and a woman falling through her screen door when I came across it. Yes, she had called the cops, said somebody had broke out her windows. They get there, and what happened? She done fell through her own window, broke her door and everything else. And they gonna say, do you need some help up? She gonna say, I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna get up, and that's exactly. Oh, thank you for the super sticker, C Divine. Yes, y'all. When I tell you guys, going live, bruh, it don't pay, but y'all make it pay, right? It just is a mess. And don't forget, if you'd like to tip your host, this is how you do so. We do super chats, we do everything. So I just want to tell you guys, thank you, and that is my Cash App. Feel free to hit it at any time. Yes, but honey, who inspired us this morning? Was this. This is what inspired the show for everyone coming in. It was Nika, okay? Her comments are off the chain. And this one right here just stood out. Okay, let me read it one more time. Not them edges is rebellious. Not rebellious. They said it is rebellious and disrespectful. Y'all, I don't even think she got no edges. I don't know what that is. She be brushing that stuff like a bang. Good morning. Good morning, Lakia. Good morning, Lakia. When I tell you she brushed that stuff, she says, oh, let me get these edges together. She would be the only woman that I seen keep her hair gel in a McDonald's cup. Okay. She keeps her hair gel. You know that Dollar Tree gel is just that dark brown nasty gel that leave a whole bunch of flakes. I don't know what happens to the container, but when I tell you guys that Nika goes out and guess what she does? She puts it in a McDonald's cup so she can dip her brush down in there and smack it right on there. She takes the back of her hair and brushes it to the front like a bang and ties that scarf on. When I say, when they hit this comment right on the head. Good morning, DC Queen. Good morning, and welcome. That took me out. But then it says you need edge control, birth control, and self-control. Something that she does not have whatsoever. Thank you for the super sticker, DC Queen. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ann says, what is up with that bow? If you can figure out what's up with that bow, please let me know. Please let me know, because that's what I asked the last time that we went live. I'm not sure what the deal is with the bow on the head. And then sometimes she puts the bonnet on and the bow, like in this picture. I don't know. She is in South Carolina, right? Yes. Good morning to everyone that is coming in. And I didn't know if this was some kind of South Carolina thing. I didn't know if this was some kind of fashion that we don't know about, or what this was, but I'm pretty sure that at this age, right, no one is still walking around. Nika is in her 30s, okay? No one is still walking around with those furry slippers on. Nobody is still walking around with a bow of all things tied on top of their head from some funky Goodwill scarf. Like I said, I'm going to take a wild guess if the scarf smells like twat or something thereof. Every time we see her at the laundromat, that baby's got that daggone bow smacked on top of her head, right? So if you got the bow on top of your head, it ain't getting washed. And then the stuff that is in the washing machine ain't getting washed, ain't getting clean. I have never seen a person in my entire life, right, that goes to a laundromat or just does laundry. And Nika will go to the laundromat and she will put shoes, rugs from her kitchen, her living room, her dining room, and her bathroom. She will put everybody's clothes together. She will put in peed up sheets, everything, pillowcases. And I don't know, I don't wash like that. Okay. I like to break my stuff down. So the fact that everything is up in there, I don't know exactly what could be cooking up. Let me look at these comments. Once the gel gone, she gonna drink out of that same cup. Yes, why did she put that hair gel in that cup? I have no clue. I live in South Carolina. We don't wear that. Thank you, because I was wondering. I'm like, is this a thing? Because I've never seen it go on here. Nika's edges ran to the back of her neck. I thought she was in her 40s. The last time that I seen her say anything about her birthday or anything, she said she was 39. So maybe she has turned 40, but she usually would get on here around her birthday and began begging and began cash apping, asking people this, ask people that, but she has not done that. Okay. So we don't know at this point. She ain't showed us nowhere that she's staying. She ain't showed nowhere that she living. She hasn't really showed very much of anything. So we do not know exactly what is going on with her. Her clothes are way too funky for the Dollar Tree detergent. Exactly. My thing is, I've never tried the Dollar Tree detergent. I don't know if it works. I wouldn't guess that it does. I have never used it for two reasons. I have really sensitive skin. And my son has really sensitive skin. So we have never, ever tried that. We use Arm & Hammer sensitive skin. That's what I've always used. That's what I use. That's what I love. So I really don't have a clue of what it does, but I could not think, right? I could not think that that Dollar Tree stuff is going to work. I just don't. She looks older than her 30s for sure. What animal raised her? It can't be a human without common sense. This is the thing. Anytime that she comes on and tells us anything about her mother, okay, anytime she talks about Cheryl Grant, she tells us that her mother tried to leave her in some house that was getting burned down. Her mother was not there. She was dropped off. I mean, she has so many stories and things about her mother that no one knows if it's true, okay? All that I know is she tried to write a book about it. And from her titles and from her misspellings and the way that she don't know what words mean and things of that nature, I would never even get that book to try and read it and review it because it's absolutely trash. There is no way. Her and that bow look a mess. Exactly. Her, that bow. And then the fact that she throws on those slippers that has all that fur. I'm going to tell y'all something. When them came out, that was never anything I thought I would ever wear. And to see grown people stomping around in them, because I've seen them here in our town, stomping around with them daggone slippers, them slide-ons that's got all them furs. I just think at some point in time, you hit a age that is just not cute whatsoever. It is just not cute. And it sounds terrible. She's always dragging her feet. It's just a hot mess. Good morning, everyone coming in. Good morning, Kimberly Jones. Good morning, Miss Dean. Good morning, anybody that I have missed. Okay. Oh, Miss Street, I see you. No squares in my circle. Good morning. But I have no clue. Why does she buy 2 cut $5 pizzas to feed 11 people over there? She doesn't buy enough food. Not at all, right? And I'll tell you, we've seen Nika in the past, even though her cooking is god awful, even though, right, she looks a mess, and even though she just cooks nasty things, when she was living in a place like that trailer home and she was cooking, she would show it. She doesn't show it anymore because obviously she doesn't live there. And she looks like she's in a hotel motel type of living and everybody's cramped up. It looks a mess. But she goes out and buys these Little Caesars, tiny pizzas, and she buys 2 to feed what, 11 people? That is so ridiculous. First off, you buy them every single day. At that point, it's not a treat. Going out buying pizza for your kids is all fine and all dandy. It's like a treat. It's like, I don't have time to cook or whatever. But if you buy this every day and each person gets one slice of pizza, no one's getting full. The pizza always looks greasy. She goes to the same spot. It's just a big no for me. It's a big no for me. It is so disgusting. But I don't think she has things where she can cook a proper meal. I do believe, like I said, that she's at some wannabe extended stay, or she's at some, low end place that has a stove, because we've seen her cook on it, but it looked real dirty. Okay. I don't know who looks worse, her, Peach. Well, they in the running. They in the running. Ain't no way I'm using that Dollar Tree brand detergent to wash my clothes. I would just think it would make your clothes waxy. I don't think you would get clean. Okay. All the tax money gone. She begging, not dry begging, just begging. Yes, she was. She was pumping gas yesterday. And she made sure to say, I'm putting all my money in the tank. I'm putting all my money in the tank. I'm like, okay, and she put $30 in there. I'm like, well, if that's all you got, then honey, where's all these purses that you bought? Where's all these Temu clothes? Good morning, Brown Sugar. Good morning, Mary. Where's all this stuff that you had? Girl, it don't make no sense. When she starts talking about her grandma, the dry begging starts, yes. Oh, my grandma said a closed mouth don't get fed. Girl, well, honey, you always opening your mouth and you always got something in it. What really gets me is the fact that she's always eating these wings and fries. And come on, y'all. We know what she's doing, right? You know how she always just be parked and look like at a gas station. Then she's eating these wings and these fries. There are places here in my town where these gas stations cook food, right? And they take EBT for them. And I mean, I ain't making this up. There are a lot of gas stations and to-go places that, okay, take EBT that you can buy food. That is why her and Naya is always eating those chicken wings. That is why, because she's buying them on EBT. So that's 1.4 slice for 11 people. Exactly. But she's out here using her food stamps to buy hot food. And there's a lot of places that are janky like that will tell you, I'm going to tell y'all something. I seen it at a gas station here. I seen it. I went in there and they be frying and cooking up all kinds of stuff. And it was somebody in the line in front of me. And I knew they took this EBT, but I didn't know how it worked. So I listened to them and they told the woman, hey, you buy the food on EBT, but you pay us to cook. I said, I'm thinking to myself, what? So she paid like $5 cash, and then she got the food on EBT, I'm a guess. Now, at this particular gas station, I like they fried okra, so I'll go in there. It's only $3, but if there's places here doing it, and then there was a sub who explained it to me a little more, that's how she's buying all that food for her and, Naya over there. Yes. Yeah. I just had to stop watching her altogether. I can't feel sorry for her and her family because she really can do better at mothering her kids. I feel this is a handout. Yes, I do too. I watch Nika, and Nika has said herself, it doesn't matter what content I put out, they're going to watch, right? She's putting out these 30, 40-minute videos because she wants to get watch time. Watch time is what pays. Hello, wait for it. Watch time is what pays, right? The longer someone watch you, the duration of the video. So she puts this stuff out, driving around, looking at the sky and everything else. And she does it because she knows that there are going to be people who will watch, and there will be people who are going to react, and there are going to be people who want to dog around in the comments. Me personally, I don't watch more than 5 minutes of her video. That video can be an hour long, and I skim right through it. Only listen to the parts where she's talking, okay? I only listen to the parts where she's talking. I can't stand when her and Naya have a conversation because it literally sounds like two whack weenies. It really sounds like they talk to each other like friends. And this is the thing that we talk about with all these ladies, the way that they treat their children. And they say, but that's my best friend. Liv always wants her daughter, Robin, to be her best friend. We got Jasmine, who thinks that her oldest is her best friend. Peach thinks that her oldest is her best friend. And when I sit here and I listen to Nika and Naya talk, there is no way. There is absolutely no way that I would be having my child say, hey, dog, to me, because that's what Nika does. She goes, Hey, dog. And then Naya goes, yeah, dog, yeah, dude, yeah, dude. Good morning, Miss Crockett, and everyone that is coming in. There is no way that my child will ever call me a dude, will call me dog, will say, oh, hey, dude, hey, dog. Like, what? No, absolutely not. And I don't feel bad for them for more than one reason, right? When it comes to Nika, there are two main reasons that I do not feel bad for her. I do not feel bad for Nika because Nika does not want better. It's a difference, okay, if you want better. Nika does not want better. Nika is completely content with what she has going on. Okay. She is like, look, I get paid. I spend my money on what I want to spend my money on. They still watch. And when I hit lows, they send me money. And this is one thing I don't understand. I don't understand. You can have supporters, but who in their right mind sends a woman that spends maybe $10 on dinner for 10 people money all the time, right? She's going and buying two of those $5 pieces at Little Caesars. She's spending 10, maybe with tax, let's say $12 to feed all these people in her house. So then you have people who also are sending her money, telling her to go to bingo, which is like a big old oxymoron because then you get in the chat saying, well, who's watching the younger girls? Who has the kids? And Nika says she has a daggone nanny, and we know that that's a lie, right? So it never adds up. The day that people don't care and the day that people say absolutely not, that will be the day that she falls on her tail and maybe wants some better. But I don't feel bad for her because she likes it. And I don't feel bad for her two older children, that Papa and that Naya, because they like it too. They like it too. And at first, I felt bad for Naya. I'm like, is she under some kind of spell or what? Okay, that's what I did at first. But let me look at some of these comments. If her grandma was that mean to her, why in the world would she quote anything she says? Exactly. And I will tell you guys, I looked some things up on Nika, right? And I looked up her mother. Her mother is Cheryl Grant. And if you look Nika up, she is as, a contact out there on True Finder or whatnot. And I looked up some pictures of her. Nika always tells us, right? And I just didn't want to show her mother, but she always says her mother treated her different because she was dark skinned. Her mother was very light skinned. Her mother was a little lighter than me. And so her mother was very light skinned, and she tries to use the color bomb all the time. I don't believe it at all. I will say that. I don't believe. She also says she has siblings, but she doesn't say that the siblings were treated any different. For some reason, it was just her. Everybody else has a good story. But, we see that with Peach all the time, right? We see that Tracy's other children are around her, and we see that Tracy's other children are up under her butt. And then there's that one, right, that supposedly everything happened to. So it gets crazy, but I do agree. Why quote her? Why quote her? Why do anything, right? Why do it? Okay. I only watch via reactors. No views for me. I only watch Nika through the reactors. And a lot of people do. I just looked her up on Facebook. We have mutual friends, and she lives 30 minutes from me. She's supposed to own a housekeeping business and have 2 degrees. See? And that's what I'm saying. When I tell you, when I look Nika up, there is just so much stuff. And you know that 90% of it is a big phony lie. A big old phony lie. And so it is crazy to me. Nika says straight up, she's not changing. I don't think she can. She can't. And like I said, when it comes to these older 2 children that she has, I used to feel sorry for Naya. I used to say, well, maybe Naya doesn't know any better because she wasn't taught any better. We did see Naya, right? Naya was out here. She was working. We seen her at Wendy's. We seen her at KFC. We seen her getting her sister's hair done. We seen her driving. We seen a lot of things. And then according to Nika, okay, Naya got hit by, some semi truck, and that's what happened to her car. But my whole thing about this is it's all lies, right? Whatever happened, whatever kind of accident happened with Naya obviously had no insurance, okay? She had no insurance on the vehicle. She's driving around like her mother, because if she had insurance, Naya would have went out and gotten another vehicle. And we know that, right? She doesn't like sitting around the house is what she showed us and things of that nature. But even as working, look at it. Naya was laying in the bed with Nika as a grown woman. You're working, you're getting paychecks, and you go home to lay in the bed with your mother and your two younger siblings. So right then I knew, right? All right, then I knew she likes this. She likes going there because absolutely no way. I mean, if you're working and you have money and you don't invest it in yourself other than buying a wig and a bow, then your mentality is jacked up. Not could have gotten away from Nika and made a better life for herself. But yes, instead, what Naya did was Naya got into that car wreck. She couldn't recover. She had no insurance. She wasn't getting no money. But she then said, I'm going to be like my mama and I'm going to start me a YouTube channel, right? She starts this YouTube channel and her stories are everywhere. I'm signed up for school. Oh, I graduated school. Oh, I'm feeling down because I can't find no job. Oh, I'm feeling down about my arm. Well, her arm is completely here. Yeah, it is. It's very weird. Yeah. Yeah, she's just like her mammy. And she was spending all of her time walking around, right? Walking around, filming her mother at Dollar General, at Dollar Tree, and everything else. So, no, that Papa, he's a lost story. I believe that Papa has some serious issues going on and some serious addiction, if y'all catching my drift, and he doesn't care. And Nika doesn't care to make him care. When it comes to Naya, as long as she can go to bingo, as long as she can ride around all day and eat. I mean, look at little things, right? Look at little things. Everybody used to feel bad for Naya. But once again, like I said, if you're going to work and you don't have a problem with going and laying up in a trashy house and then sharing a bed with your grown tail, with your mama and two little kids, then you don't care. Also, when y'all notice her go to the store, right? She don't care what Nika gets for the other kids as long as she's getting what she wants. We done seen her go in the store and load up the cart with what she wants. Even though everybody thinks Naya had a good heart because she got her sister hair done and this, that, and the third. As soon as Naya lost her job, who did Nika start getting hair braided? We seen Naya getting her hair braided. We seen Naya getting a new wig. We see them getting clothes from Temu. We see them sharing them. We see them every day. So the apple didn't fall too far from the tree. I'll say that. I don't feel sorry for any of them. Papa just throwing his life away. You know, when it comes to Papa, I'm just going to say this, and I don't like to say things like this out loud, but the children seem to always be in his care, right? We see it more now because we see the fact that she's always gone, driving around. I mean, y'all, she ain't no better than Ileana Brown with this driving around, living in a car type of stuff, okay? That's who I think of when I think of Nika. I think of Ileana Brown, if you guys know who she is. She's always in that car. But one thing I will tell you guys, when Nika got on here and she told us that children got taken away and one of the children tested positive for SEMEN in their mouth, and she just said it like, well, none of my kids was doing this and this, but one did test positive for, semen in their mouth. I thought, okay, so whose was it? Where do you think it's coming from? So then we seen that the two boys were removed from her care and had to go and live with her grandmother. Now that, okay, Papa has hit the age of 18 and he can't be dealt with CPS and things of that nature, he's back and he's back in full effect. I'm just going to say I think it's something weird going on. And I think, okay, that something nasty is going on. And I just have to say that. Yeah, exactly, Gigi. Yeah, exactly. I mean, there's no way that those children should be left with anyone. When you find something out, like, first off, like that shouldn't even happen. Okay, so let me watch my tone. But when you find something out there happen like that, whoever tested positive for that in their mouth should have had some serious counseling, therapy, and never been returned to that home. And unfortunately, when it comes to Nika's children, the system has failed them. People think for some odd reason, especially, Peach, we hear all the time, oh, the projects, oh, the Section 8, oh, the food stamps, oh, the Medicaid. Well, the state of South Carolina, okay, they don't mind giving her everything to take care of these children, knowing she's not going to do it. But guess what else? They failed her. No one, these kids, okay, are so bad off. There is no one who's going to take them in at this point. No foster home wants to deal with them. Don't nobody want to come in, and don't nobody, okay, want to deal with them. And there is, okay, what, 8 young ones? Absolutely not. So at this point, yes, they have failed them because they don't want to deal with them. So they gave them back to her. And Nika is not dealing with them. Absolutely one bit. She's disgusting. And so when it comes to that situation, I absolutely do not feel sorry. They need to go to Steve Wilkos. You know what? Oh my goodness. They need to go somewhere. Somebody needs to help them. But unfortunately, no one's going to take them in and no one's going to want to care for them. They are so downhill from there. And that's where the state failed them. Oh, yes. Okay. Now, let's move on really quick. Okay. Let me look at all the comments before we move on. Nika got at least 5 kids under 10 years old. Yeah. There ain't nothing that they could ever do with them. Absolutely not. It's too much. Nika doesn't care about her babies because she is a permanent groomer. Exactly. She thinks that certain things are really cute. And I'm going to tell you, when you get on here and you tell your audience, oh, I want love. This is what Nika said. I want to find love. I don't care if it's man, woman, what it is, or who it is, or where it come from. When you don't have standards for yourself, if you don't love yourself, then you can't love nobody else, whether it's your kids, whether it's your auntie, whether it's your uncle, nobody. But that just sends us on to this. Honey. Let's just keep this going. Let's talk to Olivia. Let's talk to Olivia right now. Y'all, when I tell y'all, I very rarely react on Olivia, and I'm pretty sure you guys do not know her very much. But I'm going to give you a little backstory about Olivia here. Olivia came on the scene, okay? Olivia, lives, lies, whatever you want to call her. I'll give you a backstory for those who do not know Olivia. Olivia came on here with a man named Gerard Webb. She had I don't know much about Olivia. Okay. Good morning, Pure Ivy. Good morning. Well, I'm going to tell you, she came on here years and years ago, and she had her a good man, and his name was Gerard Webb. They were married, and they had 3 children together. Over the years, Olivia has went through YouTubers. Good morning, Geek Girl Cook. Okay, Olivia has dated YouTubers. Olivia, I mean, look at look at thick thighs. Look at thick thighs. Olivia has done a lot of things, but one thing that has happened to Olivia is obviously her marriage has demise. When her man took off, I mean, it was like a show. Okay, he was over there saying everything about her, and since he left, he took his 3 children. He ran away. They're in a nice home. He's got a woman. He's ready to marry. And it's just, that's just the gist of it. Since then, Olivia has had 2 more children. Okay. Supposedly, allegedly, let's just say it that way. But at Olivia has hit rock bottom so bad. Okay. Oh, Lord. Yes. Oh, Lord, Storm, warn me before you so live. I'm trying to tell you. She's another one you can't stand to watch. I know. I had to stop reacting on her because she was just giving me a headache. She was giving me a big old headache is what she was doing. She was giving me a big headache. But let me just say this. What a rock bottom Olivia has hit, right? Olivia is on the YouTube streets. She's on YouTube. She's on Instagram. She's on TikTok. She was doing OnlyFans. She was doing Patreon. She was doing everything. Good morning, April and Kat. Good morning. It's good to see you, dear. But she was doing everything. And one thing she was not doing was paying her child support, okay? And one thing Olivia did not do was pay child support and got herself over $20,000 behind. She has not been paying child support for her children that she lost custody of, okay? Now Olivia, okay, is on probation for not paying child support. The father, her ex-husband Gerard, is asking for her to go to jail, like, typical people would. She's already lost her license, but yes, she still drives around. That's the thing. And she has really, just went off into, I don't even know, I can't even say the words for Olivia. But to be on, let me tell you something. I've been on probation before, been in jail before. And y'all know I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. But it's a difference. Go out and do something to get on probation. I mean, how rock bottom are you to be put on probation, okay, for child support? And now her decision to get herself out of this child support debt is to DoorDash. Oh, nope. Nope. I can't with y'all. I can't with y'all. Her decision to get out of $20,000+, okay, of debt is to start door dashing. And she's not only door dashing. Yes, Gigi, she is it says Storm, is she monetized? Yes, she's almost at 100,000 followers. So my thing is, every month her child support was only a $800 payment. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, with Olivia's views, they go up and down, but she's at least bringing in $5,000 a month off that channel alone. So everything else, the TikTok, the Instagram, okay, she's bringing in more money. $800 for 3 kids for 1 month ain't about ish, right? Then she must have been doing a little better on her channel when she was going off on Jasmine, because they moved up to $1,000 a month for 3 kids. But she ain't paid nothing. But she out here and think that she's going to get somewhere by DoorDash. And now I'm gonna tell y'all something. Any job to me, okay, is a job. I don't care what people do for a living. As long as you ain't asking me for ish and you can stand on your own 2 feet, keep doing whatever you're doing. If you can pay your bills and you can live, do as you please, right? But it's the thing with this woman. We have seen her. Now, if y'all don't know Olivia, let me tell you something about Olivia. Olivia got on her telling us that she went and got her GED. When the divorce came, her husband let us know that she bought her a GED off Amazon, and she bought her a graduation gown off Amazon and pretended to graduate. Okay, so let me just say that. She did that. My thing is, any woman that has any kind of high school diploma, that's what you're choosing to get out of debt. She sat there and said, oh, retail is just not booming. They're not paying a lot. But you out here she was out there door dashing at 1, 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. Girl, what kind of money you think you gonna make that late? I mean, who's seriously ordering food? She picked up maybe 4 orders in the time span and tries to say that she made close to $80. She says, I've been out here for 4 hours and I made almost $20 an hour. So you have a free babysitter, which is your mother. So why are you not getting up during the day or during the lunchtime hour or during a rush hour dinner and getting out here and doing something? Okay. Good morning, Pickle Pig Feet. Good morning. You're not getting out here and doing something with yourself. Give me 1 second.
Broke out my window.
Which one?
Man, look, I'm so mad.
Are you okay, John? Can I call the fire department for you?
No.
Do you need help getting up?
No.
Are you able to get up on your own?
Yes.
Uh-oh, you okay? Uh-oh, you okay?
Whoa, whoa.
Okay, so we back. I had to play my little thing for 1 second because I got a phone call and it was my physical therapist. So I have to make sure that I'm still on the schedule for today. But anywho, all right. She's driving around here with no license doing DoorDash. She's got a free babysitter, which is her mother. But how low have you hit to where you're on probation for your own children? For your own children. She's sick and needs inpatient care. Her own children. I mean, this is as low as you can possibly get. Olivia has told us that she went to beauty school, college, that she went to tattoo schools. And I'm telling you, it was just a lot. But she chose out of all that to be a door dasher. And then she is bad at that. I don't, y'all, when I tell you I cannot make it up, there is a special place, right? That if you can't even do DoorDash well, then it's crazy. My thing is, she's not living a life to where she can't pay the child support, but she doesn't want to pay it because she's jealous and she's some kind of weirdness about who Gerard is dating and everything else and worried about where the money is going. I mean, it's at this point, Olivia, you need to keep it cute because, baby, it's time for the boot, okay? It's time for the boot. Like, that's all I can say about Olivia. But I wanted to talk about her for a second because I think it's sick and I think it's disgusting that as a, as a reactor, if we watch a woman, okay, and she gets on here and she tells us, oh, this and this about her baby daddy, we instantly gonna dislike her. All right, we gonna be like, oh, girl, not your baby daddy don't pay child support. Oh, he's a deadbeat. But when it comes to Olivia, that's not what's being spun. Instead, her followers are all like, oh, that's so sad that you lost your kids. Oh, that's just crazy. No, she's a deadbeat. She's a deadbeat parent. She's not paying for anything for her children. She went, okay, her children live in Texas, okay, with their father. Olivia, since they've been gone, Olivia was in Florida. She moved back to Texas. Then she moved back to Florida. Then she moved back to Texas. And then she moved back to Florida. Now she's back in Texas. And because she's on probation, she can't leave Texas. But before she got on probation, didn't we see her over there packing and ready to go? So if you truly love your children, let me tell you something. Okay, I lost custody, all right? Let's say we Olivia. You done lost custody and now you getting to see them. They're getting to come over every week. Well, guess what? Gerard and Nisha would have had a new neighbor. You hear me? Gerard and Nisha would have had a new neighbor. Because, baby, I'm moving in the neighborhood. I'm moving down the street. I'm moving up the tree. I don't care if I got to pitch a tent in the cul-de-sac. Honey, you got a new neighbor. I'm right here in your face. I'm sure not going to stay hop knowing that my children are based somewhere else. I'm just not going to do it. So guess what? We know that Olivia does not care whatsoever. It's all an act and it is all a show. All right. And now, honey, if y'all want to talk about a show, who puts on the biggest show of them all? Ding, da da ding, da da ding, da da ding. Da da ding, da da ding, da da ding, da da ding. So, really quick for everybody coming in, Out of Control is the theme of this because I see a lot of new people coming in. Out of Control is the theme of the show today. Okay, that's number one. Out of Control and putting on a show, okay, is what we got from Nika and her comment. Okay, so that's where we coming from today. And also, the winner of the free seat class is Von Trees Get Lit, in case she done came up in here. All right, but here we go. Peach goes live, makes this video. I ain't gonna say she go live. She makes this video. She makes this video yesterday, okay? And she labels it, take proper care of the goose, for it lays the golden eggs. And stay focused, good morning. When I tell y'all, I was totally lost. I clicked on it, and thank God it was no more than 4 minutes, right? But she starts to go on about, the goose that laid the golden egg, and she twists this situation. Now, I'm going to tell you, I have seen and heard of the goose that's laid the golden egg. We've heard that saying. Typically, okay, when it comes to take care of the goose that lays the golden egg, it means yourself, okay? It means the person that is important to you. It means, okay, to take care of the person who is taking care of you, which is typically yourself. In this instant, okay, when I heard that, I'm like, okay, she gonna say, well, because we know Peach pays all the bills. She wears the pants. She brings in income. She is sitting here, doing whatever she's doing and getting no help from Wood whatsoever. So I thought that's what she was going to come and say, right? A woman can be a deadbeat parent too. Bingo. Honey, that's what we over here talking about, all of them, okay? Yeah, I sure did. I thought she was going to be talking about Gregory, but absolutely not. She gets on here and she tries to say that, okay, the goose that lays the golden egg is the people, okay? The goose are the people who live in the projects. The goose are the people who get food stamps, Medicaid, WIC, and everything else, okay? And the golden egg is the government, because the government, okay, is coming out here and giving people these benefits, and then they're reaping because you have to go work for them, then you have to live in their projects, and all of this other craziness. She's out here saying to us, right? Too many trips to Disney World. She's in fantasy land. Exactly. Then she goes to tell us that the goose, once again, is the projects, because the golden eggs they get from the goose, which is the project, is giving their children to prison. If you live in the projects, your children are going to go to prison. That's what she tells us. If you get food stamps, you're going to end up working a low down job. I mean, I said, what? What is she talking about? So I had to pause and I had to think. First off, why is this lady so obsessed with projects, right? Let's just talk about that for a second. Put her back in the project. I'm sick of her. I want to know why she's so obsessed with the projects. She's really obsessed with it. I mean, we can say this. She goes out and she takes tours of projects. She's done numerous videos of when she lived in the projects. Then she was in the projects and those got burnt down, okay? Then she went and lived in some more projects. And then now she's out here going all around Florida showing what's being built and if they're on housing or Section 8 or HUD or whatever, I don't even know what they're on. So you have some obsession. Not everybody who lives in housing or whatever it is, they don't go to prison. Like, why do you always associate the bad with all of this? I mean, it makes me just get crazy, okay? She a paycheck away from the projects. Wait, didn't she do all of this cray at the finest? Exactly, Street. So that's what got me. Because then I click play again and she's over there. I think she had been sipping on that blue bottle before she started that live. So then I go and I finish listening, okay? And she goes on to say, good morning, Sheikah World. Good morning. Yeah, and these goose that live in the projects, right? She says, my aunts and my cousins, none of them are married. None of them can find a good man, and none of their kids are married, and none of them can find kids. And then she said, my grandma was on food stamps, my aunt on food stamps, my mom on food stamps, I was on food stamps. Like, once you start saying, right, that everybody in your family has something in common, which is typically the projects, the food stamps, no good men, and everything else, don't that sound like a generational curse? Now, P says that she doesn't believe in a generational curse. Well, even if you don't believe in a generational curse, well, let's just say that y'all all have the same traits then. It's something that's being passed down generation to generation, right? So I don't get it. I don't get it. This is the thing. For some reason, all these people that Peach are calling out that are getting all this stuff, for some reason, she feels like she's better than them. And I can't wrap my head around it. Because let's keep it all the way real, right? I don't want to read her too bad because then I get ad suitability and I won't make money off this live. Because see, when you start going in on people, they'll hit you with ad suitability. But it is what it is. And it's going to be what it's going to be. This is my thing about Peach. Honey, you still is over there getting WIC and food stamps. Let's not act like, okay, your first 3 children weren't born on Medicaid. Let's not act like going to the dentist and the doctor, they weren't on Medicaid, they wasn't getting WIC, they wasn't getting it. You was over here and you was whipping out that Tata, pretending to be feeding them all the time, right? But you was still getting them WIC vouchers to go get them cereals and things of that nature. So your first 3 children, okay, you had no money when they were born. Matter of fact, all the way up to about your 4th, into your 5th. So all of these people that you continue to talk about, you came from that same patch, right? The peach patch came in the same patch. And you're delusional as all get out. You're delusional as all get out. You get on here and you talking about some goose that laid a golden egg and how people can't find good men and they ain't married. Well, girl, you're married and he ain't a good man. So what does that got to tell you? You married, but he ain't no good man. He's no provider. He's no protector. And he okay? He ain't doing nothing over there but laying there. So what makes you absolutely different from any of these people? Oh, they ain't even married. Oh, you feel great? Are you going to get out here and do a class on, courtroom marriage tutorial 101? I mean, you went and got married. It ain't like you went out and y'all had some wedding, but you big bank. Big bank had to go and get her a daggone courthouse wedding with no reception. Okay? If you talking about this man, this men, they can't get no men. You talking about a man that gave you a ring that probably was from Walmart. Hell, but Walmart, probably Kmart, probably a store that doesn't even exist anymore. You guys were married, okay? And by the time the first year passed, you had stones missing out of cubic zirconia. Baby, you got on here, you don't even wear your wedding ring anymore because you done lost about 15,000 stones out that sucker. But he's a good man. Huh. Now she need to do a class on goiters. Who would want that loser? I don't even know. I don't even know. The only reason why Peach is married is because YouTube was seeing how she was going to blow up and he wanted that money. Yes, yes, yes. Also, the only reason that she married him, right? The only reason she married him because, girl, at this point, y'all wait and got married until y'all were 5 children in. You went and got married because we know Wood gets Social Security checks. We know he from the 600 Hall. Go marry him so that you know that if something was to happen, since he likes to drink and drive allegedly, and he likes to be gambling and be out here at the casinos, make sure that your kids got something because you can get a check for them if something happened to him. I believe that's why they got married, because he got approved for getting that Social Security disability check. So get married to make sure that you always have something, because she wasn't having very much on her own. Stormy speaking facts, she's still getting assistance from the government. Somebody getting something. You see the handicap tag hanging in the mirror, and that's the thing. See, we know at this point with everything, you know, this is the woman who has the husband and 7 children. And we know that at least 3 of those 7 children have some kind of issues that she's probably drawing a check off of, right? Her husband's getting a check. So why not get married so we can all be in the loop? Okay. Now, let me tell you something. My whole thing is, what makes you better than anybody else? Your husband, he may not have it all together in his mind to go out here and read a book. Okay. But he got common sense. If you got enough common sense to go sit in front and play poker and play cards and play this and spend money and add up money and do everything else, then you got enough common sense that you don't need disability. So you getting handouts too then, right? You getting handouts too then. Because he should be able to do something else. I believe a lot of those kids on their checks. Exactly. That's why they got married. And my thing is, you over here, you can't wear your wedding ring. You ain't had no proper marriage. So he showed you how much you were worth. You the goose that's laying all the golden eggs. That's what it is. You are the goose and the eggs ain't golden, baby. You over there dropping out some brown ones, some white ones, and a little bit of yellow ones, all right? You laid all them eggs. And then this is the thing. The comments over here, right? Who said this? Wood can't even read a Denny's menu. Y'all are a trip. Y'all are a trip. Now he can't even read a Denny's menu. Oh, yeah, it's very dysfunctional. But it's these comments over here, right? They're saying, oh, you're so great. Oh, you're telling it the way it is. Nobody likes the fact that you tell the way it is. And I'm sitting here and I'm reading this stuff and I'm thinking, are y'all serious? Is y'all serious? Because, baby, when I tell y'all it's a mess, it's a mess. But I wanted to read this one comment to y'all. This woman done broke it all the way down. She says, speaking of projects, this is nothing more than your own projections. You see everything through a negative experience, so-called trauma, and you present yourself like some type of wise woman, counselor, or teacher when you need all 3 of them in your life, okay? When there is so much you need to heal from and learn, try and help yourself before you think you can help anyone. The goose and the egg analogy is simply implying that you invest into your future or the future of someone who is taking care of you. It's really sad to see that you have a mindset that is cents, yes, over dollars. You don't care as long as you're making sense, and you don't care because you think those cents will turn into dollars, when making dollars should be what you're concerned about. You will never lay an egg, especially a golden one. Ooh. Now, I don't know who this lady is, but it says, sadly, y'all, when I tell you, baby, you read her for filth, because she ain't gonna never lay no golden egg. Peach sits over there and counts every penny, every nickel, and every dime. And as we all know, change can be turned into $1. But if you sit there and you count stuff and you hoard stuff and you think that everything you do has to be based off money, you're never going to get ahead. The money is running you. You're not running the money. Absolutely not. Okay. There is a generational curse. And speaking from personal view, I broke mine because it was very toxic for me. And I will say that too. I'm a very strong person. People don't like to use the word curse, but generational curse is what it is. Because no one's going to say, oh, you're making millions of dollars and you pass it on to your kids. That's a curse. No, that's a blessing, right? So it's usually all bad traits that's passed on. I'm not going to lie. My parents had very bad traits. And me and my sisters, even though I tell them that we've been through what we've been through, you're raised by someone. So you're going to have traits of them, but you don't have to live the life that they lived. We have broke those generational curses, and kudos to us. And I will say that. But if you continue to always blame someone else for your downfall and not want better, then you're going to end up like Peach, sitting over here manifesting everything and nothing happens. She's been manifesting stuff for years and it ain't happened. She's totally out of touch with reality. Exactly. She's probably not wearing the ring to pretend they're separated so she can get benefits off the kids. Well, Miss Tammy, I think it was probably 2 months ago when she got on here, everyone's saying I'm not wearing my ring. There's a reason I'm not. And she had put the ring on and she held the ring up and the ring had stones missing everywhere. I mean, it was just spots everywhere from this ring. It was missing. It was toe up. It had turned dark. I mean, it was tarnished. Okay. It obviously was not a real ring. Now, the reason why he don't wear his when all he had was some silver band, maybe it's tarnished, but she showed that ring and it was a hot mess. Oh, it was a hot mess. SSI checks are based on income. She's definitely not filing taxes or they'd be cut off immediately. Well, she said she wasn't. She said she was not filing taxes and all of social media things are independent contractors. So it's our responsibility to report them. Taxes are not taking out. Whew, it's crazy. I would have never talked about my gambling if I was her. You're losing interest in your audience and people won't give you a dime. Yes. And yesterday she posted that she was 60 something, I think like 61 or 67 days from gambling. And I don't know. And I've still tried to figure this out. What kind of mathematics she's using in her head, because that's not true. That's not true. Girl, you can go back to your videos 60 some days ago and you were sitting in the casino. I mean, heck, last month she was sitting in the casino claiming that she was reading and not gambling, right? I'm just sitting here. Now, Wood's gambling, but I ain't gambled at all. Girl, you lying, right? Also, we don't know what kind of math she's using with Woody Woodpecker over there. Oh, bing got a bum, still got a bum. We don't know what math she's using. She's claiming he ain't had a drink in 9 months, but her baby is barely 9 months, okay? And you were putting him out over drinking when the baby was still in the hospital and almost a month old. Do y'all remember that? So, I mean, we don't know what math she's using. This is the same math that she uses when she tries to say people in the projects are just living there to give their kids to the prison system. I mean, when she says things like that, right? I'm a big sports fan. I'm a sports mom. And if you ever watch football or you ever watch basketball, there's always pre-games, okay? There always is pre-games. And they usually sit and they talk to the people who are in the game. Some of the teammates, they'll sit and talk to, the big stars, the quarterback, whatever. 90% of these men out here playing sports will say that they came for a very humble beginning. They will tell you that they have come from the projects. They will say, hey, we had coaches buying us gym shoes. Now we give back money. So that's not everyone. Maybe that's the experience Peach had, because when her apartment allegedly, mysteriously caught on fire. And if y'all don't know, okay, when the fire happened, let's talk about this for a second. When the fire happened at her project community, that started at her apartment and led to other people, it was around, and you can Google this. This is Googleable. You know my word that I made up. It's Googleable. And you can see all of the news footage. But, it was, okay, during Christmas time. It was like 2 weeks before Christmas. People had Christmas stuff under the trees. It was all burnt up. The news station, okay, started a collection for the people who had lost their homes and was affected, okay? But Peach went above and beyond. Peach did an interview. She was out there talking, and she made sure, good morning, Miss McCoy, good morning, to not only, when she did the interview, to say, when my husband got a detail business, go on and hit him up and give him the name, address, phone number, okay? But she makes sure, oh, I'm starting me a GoFundMe too by myself. Now, let's just say this. The news people, they started up a donation fund, raised like $50,000 and split it amongst 5 people. So that's about 10 grand a piece, right? It was 5 big apartments that were, affected. But Peach went out and did her own GoFundMe. Peach started it and she raised over 30,000. That's where she got started on YouTube and everything else. Then, if you guys do not remember, once she got on here, she had numerous children. Thank you, Miss Lita. She had numerous children, and she was driving around in a Buick LeSabre. She showed that her children, well, she's taking all these videos down now, but I watched her for a while, were lapping up in this tiny car. Okay. She had some that had to be in car seats, some that needed to be in car seats, but they were lapping up. And the subscribers are the ones who bought her a new car. You feel me? So let's not get on here and say that now she won't even plant the seed to return to her subscribers what they have given her. She won't give out my thing is, you can't even offer to give someone a free or discounted class that supports you. You can't give them a free, simply, hey, you can't, hey, my boo, hello. I see Lita said, good morning, my boo. Good morning. You can't do any of that. You can't. She has not planted any seeds back into her subscribers, but they bought her everything on registries, everything when it came to having children. They bought her cars. They have bought her everything. Okay? And she doesn't do anything for them. But if they come in and say anything, she cusses them out completely. Cusses them out. Hey, Storm, how is Rocket? I don't hear him. Oh, Rocket is great. He is my boo-boo. Rocket is awesome. Since we have moved and we don't live in apartments, y'all don't hear Rocket bark anymore, right? Rocket is doing his own thing. Rocket comes in and out as he pleases. He does act like he's a little bit scared of the doggy door. He doesn't want to, get caught in it, but he is doing his own thing. And Rocket is getting older. Rocket will be 4 this year, and in doggy years, that means he in his 20s, so he should really be getting it. But Rocket is fat, okay? I took Rocket to the vet, and Rocket is about anywhere from 12 to 15 pounds what he's supposed to be, because he just is a full-blooded Pomeranian. They are not supposed to weigh more than 10 to 15 pounds, and old Rocket dog weighs 32. So Rocket is lazy. Yeah, he done got independent. He don't want nothing to do with nothing. And then there's not, when you have a dog in an apartment complex and there's people walking around, he barks, but he don't give a damn now. He like, oh, I don't hear nobody, I don't see nobody. And if he feel he does, he go right out his door and go bark at the fence. That's what you do. That's what you do. Sure did. My boy said, dang, Rocket. Yes, he's huge. I had to do a video. I'll do a video when I got to take him to the groomers. I got to take him to the groomers tomorrow evening, and I'll do a little video, and I'll put it up. Rocket is, he's a trip. Sure did. I've been watching her from the beginning as well. I am subscribed from her as well, just doing too much. Yeah. Peach won't even, people come in there, hey, can you help us? Hey, are you going to do a discounted class? Get out of here. Get out of here. Yes, he is a very, very big Pomeranian. He is something else. He is right by my foot. Rocket, y'all, Rocket is something. He is something else. You miss seeing him? I'll do a video when I take him to get himself groomed tomorrow. Because, see, I hate to change topics, but Rocket has been through 1, 2, 3, 4, almost 5 groomers. He has separation anxiety. He's spoiled rotten. He does not like being taken to the groomers, and they put him in the cage, okay? When they put him in the cage, he like, I ain't never did this. I ain't never been here, so I'm going to howl, I'm going to bark, I'm going to scream, I'm going to yell. And then Rocket done got so bad at the groomers that his regular groomer had to start putting a muzzle on him. He was getting nippity-dippity. And then when he started whining, howling, wouldn't stay still, she dropped him. We got dropped from 3 groomers, and I had to start going and taking him up to Petco and taking him up to the stores. He got booted. He's something else. But now we done got this little thing that this woman drive around, like this mobile grooming, and she doesn't mind. She'll park somewhere in like a parking lot. Then we go up there, we get them groomed, and I can stand there and watch him. So if I'm in there, he's okay. But thank God for mobile grooming. That's what I will say. Go Rocket. He's a trip. He's a trip. He's something else. But he is here. He is awesome. I don't understand why folks have to Cash App Wood. I believe it's because when Peach starts getting money for these classes, if you guys notice, when Peach offers a class, okay, Peach will use her Cash App for a class, right? Because she charges a lot. A lot of money is coming in. So she wants that money. But when she offers something like, oh, here's $25 for Facebook or Instagram or, you know, just some old crazy crap, she sends us to Wood so that Wood can get him a little gambling money, have a little pocket money. It's a mess. It's a big mess over there, okay? It's a big mess. Don't let them muzzle him. Yeah, he was mad. My sister does the mobile grooming. That's so awesome. That's show us a picture of Rocket on the community. I sure will. I put some up there of him not too long ago, and he was sitting outside when I was trying to mow the grass, and he just barked, and tried to run at the lawnmower. Good morning, Taylor. Good morning. But yes, y'all, we have had a show, and it is time for me to get off of here. I thank all you for being here. I got to start doing some more stuff for this class. Guys, when I tell you, I cannot wait to do this class tomorrow. I'm actually really excited, but I'm back to editing and everything else. And so, baby, it is going to be a time. Is Wood still cooking? I'm not sure because we don't see it on this page anymore. Okay. We don't see it anymore. We sure don't. So as y'all are coming in and as we are coming and going, okay, don't forget you can always tip your host, and this is how you do it. Please do not forget to hit the like button. Also, very, very quick, my class is tomorrow. I'm going to start sending links out this evening around 7-ish. I will start sending links out to everyone. If you want to pay, because let me tell y'all something, today is Content Creator Payday. And I know they take a long time. If you want to pay before 7, you are more than welcome to join. Okay? You are more than welcome to join. Also, let me just say this, y'all. Let me get messy for a second. To all these content creators, right? Because y'all know I get messy in a second. To all the content creators who are having people send emails about this class and ask questions, let me just say this, okay? If somebody emails me and asks me, well, what are you going to cover? Well, you must not be a subscriber of mine, because in videos and on live, I'll tell you what I'm going to cover. If you come and you ask me all of these questions, what are you going to cover? Who's going to be in the class? How many in it? Then you must not watch me, because I've told you how many students. So these content creators who are sending these people over, right, that they know they want to come in here and spy, I am going to do another class. I am not slow. I'm not the 600 Hall. I know when there are other content creators trying to get someone to purchase a seat to sit in and see what I'm going to say so they can critique it, maybe record it, or maybe, you know, use it for their class. So therefore, I am really, really happy to say that every one of my students that I have in my class, I have worked with personally before. Whether it's promotions, whether it's one-on-ones, whatever it is. So therefore, when I have my class, y'all don't even got to show y'all face, because I know who you guys are. So that is a blessing. Okay. I'm not accepting any rando smando. If I have not seen your name in my chat for more than 3 to 6 months, you ain't coming in. I don't need your $80. Okay. Absolutely not. If you tell me, okay, because if you was a rando, I'm going to tell you to send me your channel link. If you don't have a channel, you ain't getting in. Because what do you need to be here for, right? Absolutely not. So to all the content creators that think they're going to steal what I'm going to teach, good luck, buddy. Because I ain't slow. No. I have turned down probably 40 people, okay? Because I don't know who you are. I don't need your money like that. I took 20 students for a reason, because I want to teach small classes. I'm breaking my people up to 6 people a class so that you can get everything you need. Honey, it ain't gonna work. So thank you to the content creators who thought it would. Thank you very much. But we ain't on the 600 hall over here. Not at all. If I was so worried, do you think I would have capped it off at 20 people? If I was so worried, I would have opened it up to the public. But I do see someone say, will I offer another class? Yes, I will. I am going to take the class because I got everything planned out tomorrow. And I'm going to turn it into a virtual e-guide so you can purchase it. And when you do, then you can have the link. Okay? But I'm not Peach. So I'm not going to put my students in a virtual e-guide. I will teach it and then I will edit it to where my students don't get shown, don't get hurt, and I will turn it into a virtual e-guide, something you can watch. Also, if you are in my class tomorrow, it will not be something that you need to record because once you purchase this class, the link to that class, guess what? Will be yours for quite some time. I will tell y'all more about it. It doesn't go away once the class ends. So you can always use it, okay, as a tool and as a link. Yeah, we got it over here. We got it over here. We got it over here. We don't need that. But yes, I thank you. But you guys, we're going to go ahead and end this. And I thank you for being here. I will see you guys out in these YouTube streets as the day goes on. I will be watching and I will be editing. Thank you all for being here. Thank you, mods, for modding. Thank you for all coming up in here. I will see you guys later. Toodles.